Hello everyone, Pallytub here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Before we play this character, I have to change my mount because I kept playing this same skin of Thrall with this green reindeer. And it was like I would get into the game and just remember that I made a massive mistake in my life and that I hated myself. And then it would just completely ruin it for me every single time I loaded in. It was completely game breaking. Anyway, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to play Thrall. Why are we going to play Thrall? Because a couple days ago, I made a video about Rhaegar and his heroic ability change that really shifted up his playstyle, made him a lot more aggressive, and now there's a whole meta being made around Bloodlust Rhaegar teams with a ton of frontline that just go in. Well, Thrall, the other orc, other than that one, is a really nice addition to any team that has a Bloodlust Rhaegar on it because of his Earthquake heroic ability. Man, if you haven't played a game for a long time, that's going to sound really weird to you. It's still pretty weird to me too, though.
Glory to the Horde.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen. The friendly team, Nazimo, Thrall, Nova, Sergeant Hammer, and Semero. The enemy team, Semero, Ragnaros, Sylvanas, Zagara, and Gul'dan. So the same premise should really apply here with our Sergeant Hammer player. If the enemy team collapses on Hammer, we should be able to effectively peel them off. And the same kind of premise goes in with Bloodlust comps. If your Rhaegar Bloodlust gives you that attack speed increase, gives you that movement speed increase, then you can effectively stop everyone on the enemy team in their tracks and then beat the living shit out of them. It's also worth mentioning that Earthquake now does damage as well. It's not much damage, but the point is that it does damage at all. And that damage is going to proc your Frost Wolf Resilience, which is going to be increasing your self-sustain as well. Our whole team sitting middle lane ignored that pushing into the bottom, but you know what? No big deal, no big deal. Maybe we can trade into this Rag a little bit. Maybe he'll be trying to farm up his Q stacks or something, and we can just push him out of here. I hope this is Lore, the community manager for the World of Warcraft. Lore, I really like you. I like to imagine that it's you, so I can beat the shit out of you, though. I hope that won't affect our fucking Lore. I was just going to say, I hope that won't affect our working relationship like we have one, because we don't. We don't. Thrall, despite the fact that I just died, is one of the best solo laners in the game when he is played properly. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Thrall has a very exciting build or a talent setup that allows him to play drastically different in every match, because he doesn't. What Thrall does is he chain lightnings a lot in the early game. I'm going to be casting chain lightning so I can simply get more health. So our talisman is located over on the left side of the screen. That is how you keep track of your Frost Wolf Resilience, which is my trait. Whenever that medallion fills up, we are going to be healed. Our Chain Lightning as of right now will hit 3 targets, so we know that we're going to be healed, and then have 2 charges after when we hit a minion wave. Look at that, team. Now, the next time we use Chain Lightning on the minion wave, we will be healed, and you can use that to your advantage to basically beat every single person in lane. Also, Chain Lightning doesn't have a terribly high mana cost with the changes to Regen Globes that were forever ago, and I guess I should stop saying that they were changes, but it doesn't have a terribly high mana cost as long as you're able to control the lane and get those Regen Globes. But even against a character that's just kind of keeping you at bay, doing this all the time is not very hard to do. We did go for the talent at level 1 that allows us to get mana back if we hit them as well, just in case we are feeling super feisty, feeling super confident. I do want to stop this Rag from turning in, and I did just that. I'm going to ping for some assistance, so hopefully middle can rotate up and stop him again. We can interrupt with a Chain Lightning. There we go. Middle's not rotating, though. Everyone's currently down in the bottom lane, so it looks like that Rag's going to get those in there. But again, we don't need to go back at this point. We have the Sippy Cup if we desperately need to heal, but we can just continue to chain the lightning in between everything, smack it with a melee once or twice, and be pretty good on not only health, but on mana as well. At level 4, with pretty much every Thrall build, we are going to go for Ride the Lightning. Do you know why? Because now Ride the Lightning hits 5 targets. Do you know what? It takes 5 charges to heal you? Frost Wolf Resilience. So every single minion wave that you see can be used to heal you for a significant portion of your HP bar without having to expend much energy to get that heal. That is why Thrall is one of the best laners in the game, just because he can do it all fucking day long, ladies. For real though, it's really good. And definitely something that you should look into if you want to get better at Heroes of the Storm. He's just so incredibly good in the laning phase, and it scales very well into the late game as well. Let's see if we can kill off this Ragnaros with the help of our Nova player. No, it doesn't look like we'll be able to. Now, we don't get much value out of Chain Lightning as a tool to just kind of poke at someone. Like that Ragnaros there that was running away, we didn't get really any value out of that because he was the single target by himself. It doesn't really fill up our Frostwolf Resilience, and generally speaking, doesn't deal a lot of damage like in the first place. But we can heal for a ton off of the minion wave without having to go back, and most other characters would have to leave right now. We'll just make sure that we focus that initial hit on this Gul'dan, kind of keep him at bay, and then keep healing off of the minion wave. Now, there are 3 people up in the top lane, so I am going to need some assistance up here pretty quickly. I'll ping a couple more times. Looks like bottom lane is not doing very well either. Sylvanas getting a lot of value being able to take down that building already. So that's never good. Also, it's worth mentioning that your wolf will give Frostwolf Resilience for everything it hits too. So not only can you get a ton of healing with Chain Lightning, but you can get a ton of healing with the W ability as well. Now, you're not trying to root someone with it, obviously. We were just using it for the heal. But still, it's pretty good. Once it does hit a hero like that, though, it will stop. So if you're trying to heal off a minion wave, just make sure you don't hit the hero. They would have turned in right now. We need 4 more. Looks like we're going to do that just fine. I'm going to go back and get full mana, and then we will return up to our lane up in the top. Actually, I think we might start just sitting with the Sergeant Hammer. We might start following them around. Although we do need to get XP in order to stay ahead of the enemy team. We are currently behind, and the deaths are certainly not helping in that regard. But looks like we got a kill on Ragnaros here. Chain Lightning will. Maybe. Oh, no! Oh, my God! He had 3 health! What the fuck? And Sergeant Hammer died. How? What happened? Tell me about it. Tell me about your feelings. Now, Chain Lightning does have a pretty strong bounce, so we are going to be able to heal off of the minions, even though we hit Sylvanas like way the fuck up in the top. Also, once this is done, we will have a turn-in of our own, and we'll be able to push that into the enemy team, but they are going to hit 10 from this, so we're not going to have a ton of, like, momentum, you know what I mean? They're pretty much in control of the situation right now. Dude, these stupid Sambro things are making me run away. I don't like it. Let's get out of the way of that meatball. Clean up top lane, throwing the wolf through it. And then we'll grab a sippy cup. Sergeant Hammer is killing off the bottom spider. Middle's been taken care of for a while now. I hope the team starts to rotate together a little bit more. Especially with the team comp that we have. Like Nova and Samuro could be aggressively rotating on the enemy team while XP is still being soaked in every lane. I haven't been paying enough attention to actually see if we have been doing that, though. Kind of been doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying? Off of my own little world. Let us... Well... We need 8 more. Was he saying the enemy team only needed 4 more? Is that what happened? Let's go ahead. Gather some spider butts. We want to hit level 10 prior to the turn-in. That way we can fight right away. But we're pretty close. Sergeant Hammer looks like she's turning in the bottom lane. We don't really have a lane pushed out very far, though. All right, we're going to go for Earthquake, level 10. Even though we don't have a Bloodlust comp, we should still be able to get a decent amount of value out of it. With the Sergeant Hammer, with the Nazebo, giving them more control over the area around them. Hopefully, that's the plan. We did pick up follow through at level 7, so it is rather important that we weave our abilities together. Zagara, very pushed up in the top lane. Although it's pretty likely that she has a Nidus Worm. Now, apparently she's not too familiar of the Nidus changes, because if she takes damage, she will not be able to leave, and that's going to be a free Zagara kill right there. All right, dope. There's a lot of fucking creep up here. I wish I could get, like, Burning Rage or something, maybe clear some of this out. Hopefully our hammer pushes up and starts to be a little aggressive. I pinged the fact that I had Earthquake just to try to help, but this fucking team's all over the place, you know what I'm saying? We can poke at the Samuro a little bit, but he will, of course, be able to get away. It looks like he hopefully only got a 9-second cooldown from our Nova. Trying to use triple tap on a Samuro there, usually not a good idea. We didn't get very much value, Albot. We didn't get very much value out of the objective, but it did make a lot of space, so hopefully we can get this fort down here. The enemy team will likely be rotating very soon. They also have a lot of split pushing power as well, so we need to be looking at our keeps to make sure they don't kind of push in too far. But again, even right now, we're not doing much of anything together. Zebo's fucking around middle and top. Samuro's taking a camp. We should have just pushed this building down, and that should have been the end of it. But here we go. Earthquake on the Gul'dan. He basically can't move, and he will be killed. And that same kind of premise works with Bloodlust on your whole fucking team. You lock down everyone on the enemy team, making it very difficult for them to move away. You have increased attack speed, you have increased movement speed, and then you beat the living shit out of them. Why don't you pick the globe? Okay. I did go for talents that kind of allow us to poke at enemies, so we're not going to be diving in super hard. But I don't even really think we need Giant Killer here, so we can get double Frostwolf Resilience just for a little bit more sustain because we are in a supportless game right now. This is the real one? Yeah, it was. Fuck. I wasn't sure, so I didn't really commit to it. We are being surrounded by the enemy team, and it looks like we're going to be taken down, and that's okay. We were even on XP with them as far as talent levels are concerned, so like discrepancy levels in here, like if we're 13 and they're 15, we should still be trying to move in. We should still be trying to get that advantage, and I don't really feel like my team's been on the same page with me as far as that, but that's okay. That's to be expected. Sergeant Hammer making her way to the middle lane versus that single Samuro. Now the friendly team looking to have a team fight, even though we're a man down now. The Bladestorm coming in is going to push us back, but we are going to get a kill on Gul'dan. Hopefully our Nova's able to get some health back pretty quickly, and we can turn in now. This might actually give us a level advantage that we can use. Because... Is that where the thing was? They are turning in, right? He has 6. Zebo's not turning in. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll just chill over here and make sure we zone for the hammer. Let's try to move in pretty hard here, actually. Oh, we're mind controlled. Okay. Fucking mind control countered by a triple tap. You don't see that every day, boys. The Earthquake is down, and they should be able to secure the rest of these kills here. There we go. Beautiful. Again, there's still some bit of frustration with just how split we are all the time. Can we try to group when we get these objectives? Yeah, we put a little happy face so they know that I'm in a good mood, you know? Even right now, we have a massive numbers advantage. We have 2 people at the base, one pushing middle for a tier 1 structure, and then another guy pushing bottom for a tier 2. Like, there is zero cohesion here. We are going to pick up Tempest Fury at level 16. This is going to allow our E ability to hit for 3 times on its last cast, which means that we get we get 5 Frostwolf Resilience from 1E. We get 5 Frostwolf Resilience from channeling into a minion wave. We get Frostwolf Resilience for every single person that we hit with our heroic ability, which is off cooldown again because it's a super low cooldown. Might actually secure a kill here. Wasn't sure if that was me or an auto attack from our Nova player, Sergeant Hammer or something. But basically, with this setup, Thrall just has a shit ton of self-sustain. Like a massive, massive, massive amount of self-sustain as long as he isn't completely fucking one-shot and ignored by his team, which has been happening. One of these things is not like the other. What? Can we group? We're always going into these like a person down. I don't understand. All right. The enemy team is on the same talent tier as us right now, and it's not going to be very hard for them to turn in some spider butts, so we should basically just expect it to happen. It's going to happen. We just need to be able to deal with it. Our Nova is dead right now for another 22 seconds, but Zebo and Sergeant Hammer at least are staying together for the most part. Samuro turning in down in the bottom lane is, getting that mercenary camp down in the bottom lane is going to add a little bit of pressure to the objective down there, but really it's not going to be a massive amount. I'm going to ping assistance up here. I'm going to ping retreat down here and just try to get these people moving together. But it's not going well. It's not going well. Group, please. Oh my god. I can't say it anymore. Samuro now up in the top lane. Nova making her way down here to help out in this push, in this team fight. And Sergeant Hammer located above the lane. Now when they push in on Hammer, what do? You got it right, team. We Earthquake. Now unfortunately, the Ragnaros was pushed out of there by the Sergeant Hammer, which I mean I totally get in a solo queue setting, but I really wanted to slow him down for as long as possible so we could control where he went. Let's see. Well, I mean, we pushed him back just fine. We lost our Nova, but that's not too big of a deal. We almost got a kill on that Sylvanas if she continued to stand there, but she did, Nazebo did ice block out of it, so she didn't move. I'm going to ping retreat here, move down here, and just finish off the objective for the enemy team. Generally speaking, they didn't get a lot of value out of this, which is very, very good for us. We're actually still ahead on XP, which is fan-fucking-tastic. I'm now in a zombie wall. What's up with Nazebo's putting me in zombie walls? It's been happening a lot lately. Was there some kind of meeting that I missed? Did that happen? Okay. We're all on the same side of the map. This is good. We can apply pressure right here, right now, because the likelihood of the enemy team being over there is pretty high. We do have Earthquake, but we reacted a little bit too slow. Which one do you think's the real one? It's that one right there, the one getting the Ragnaros buffs. Looks like we are all moving in here. The enemy team also here. Is this a good fight, though? No, not really. Because what do we gain from this fight? A whole lot of nothing. You could say that we're defending against a push here, but they're not really pushing in that hard. So generally speaking, there's not too much value to be had. Now, of course, they have moved in. Let's go ahead, use the Earthquake, get a kill on that Sylvanas, and then just try to reposition while keeping up our Frost Wolf resilience stacks with our E ability. We should be able to finish off this Ragnaros here, except I was zombie walled out, so I couldn't deal as much damage as I wanted to. We should be able to kill off the Gul'dan. There we go. And now, unfortunately, I don't think I have too much life left in me, even though we picked up 3 pretty solid kills there. We still have a number advantage, as we did kill 4, and they only killed 3. Okay, hopefully they can make good use of this time where we're not very contested. 20 butts for a Turton. Just make sure they know that. Nova is currently looking at the minion lane in the bottom. The Zevo cleared top. So we only need 7 more. And then we'll be good to go. Does she have bribe? Oh, good. Good. She was getting bribe stacks. We are gonna go for... you have 2 really solid options here on Thrall. You have Nexus Blades, which gives you more attack damage. We didn't go for Seasoned Marksman or anything, so, I mean, the attack damage is nice, but it's okay. I mean, it's not that great. The slow does allow you to stick to targets a bit easier. But Bolt of the Storm is probably the way to go in most situations. If you see the enemy team clumped, especially if you're in an organized setting, you could say, oh, they're clumped, I'm going in, Bolt in, Earthquake, get a ton of healing from the Earthquake, get a ton of healing from your Chain Lightning going around all over the place. Have your friendly team push in really, really hard, set up a mosh pit, set up a bloodlust, you know, whatever your team has. And it'll be very, 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 very effective. But you can also use it defensively too, which is probably what we're going to do in this particular setup. We'll go in and trade for as long as we can, but when shit starts to hit the fan, we can get out, we can run away. Notice how aggressive I can be here as we're pushing the enemy team back as well because of just how the Chain Lightning is going to be bouncing. We get a ton of health and a decent amount of poke in on the enemy team as we are pushing them back. All right, Sergeant Hammer, when she decides to set up shop, we will be the bodyguard for Hammer. We'll set up those earthquakes. We'll keep the enemy team at bay. We do see Samuro down here. Oh, I missed by an inch. Ragnaros taking over that building. Means it's time to go, but we do drop the earthquake first and pick up a kill on the real Samuro at the same time. We got a double kill, killing off the enemy team Sylvanas as well. Their Ragnaros won't be in that building too much longer. Here he goes on our Sergeant Hammer, though. He is going to dive underground, get into that stasis, and start to heal up. But we could just keep bouncing our lightning in that area and stay pretty healthy. If he charges in, honestly, we could trade into this, no problem. We have the minion wave here as well to give us plenty of health. And if we need to, yeah, we can blink. We can blink and secure that kill. Okay. Again, we're just kind of split all over the place. Core team? We have 3 people top while we have the objective on the core. Like, I don't understand! What are you doing? I'm in a fucking zone! He put it down. All right. All right. We're fine. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. We won't core. We didn't want core today. Oh, in and out, Pally. Just deep breath. Just let all the stress leave you. It's okay. You'll be fine. Where are these tumors at? I guess we hit it. Did the spiders hit it? I'm not sure. But we can still clear out this creep. I guess the team's going for boss. They waited until nearly everyone was awake. They waited until everyone was alive on the enemy team before going for boss. You know, those pro level strats, you know what I'm saying? But we actually were able to kill it without losing very much XP. Or very much HP. So that's good. He did a good job keeping his clones in there and doing work. We should be able to push top now. Now, unfortunately, top is the most defended lane for the enemy team, so it's going to be a little bit harder to move in here. These, I hope, are, yeah, they're Samuro copies, so killing them doesn't do much. I can't help but notice that our Samuro is nowhere to be found. Again, splitting off. Instead of trying to go for the win, splitting off and getting a mercenary camp in the bottom. Let's go ahead and earthquake here. And finish off the real Samuro. Sylvanas walking into the earthquake now as well. We can finish her off. We can blink forward and try to kill this Zagara as well. But once again, kind of the only one that moved in. We have the Sergeant Hammer. I should have known to stay back. I just wanted to go for the aggressive play. Samuro finishing off that mercenary camp. We gonna go towards the core? You gonna do that? You're gonna get this camp, aren't you? It's just sitting there ripe for the taking. Oh yeah, mercenary camp value. Here we go. we could have won the game 3 times by now. Did I get overzealous and dive in? Absolutely. I should not have done that, and I died here. I should have stayed back and protected the hammer as we got a safe kill on the fort. But we could have easily won the game 3 times by now. That's all I'm saying. Luckily, the enemy team doesn't have any structures remaining. So there's going to be less distractions on the map for our team to get caught up in. Sergeant Hammer going for the other camp. I think it's fucking hilarious that Samuro isn't helping. Can I just say that for the record? Mr. fucking mercenary camp won't help other people take the mercenary camp. He's only in it for the solo mercenary camp glory. Now, that being said, he is going to get a kill on Zagara here, or at least he should. You gonna... Oh, no. Oh no, Samuro! Oh no! What are you gonna do? Uh-oh, we gotta leave. We gotta leave. What the fuck is this game, man? What is happening? For real. Great thing about Earthquake is it only has a 60-second cooldown. So in most cases, it'll be ready every single team fight, even if you have to use it for stupid defensive plays like I just did. Now we're just kind of walking around the map, not doing anything. I want to ask one more time if we can group, but I know like we're physically incapable of doing that at this point. When you see the Gul'dan split off by himself, that looks like a prime kill for us team, so I'm gonna make my way down there. Now the Gul'dan's probably gonna move back by the time I get there, and I'm really the only one moving in on this, so I guess we will stop. We do see the Zagara up in the top lane. We should be able to get something done here. But again, not really collapsing on much. Ragnaros is underground. Let's go ahead and drop. Oh, we're mind controlled, and I can't cast. Okay. Okay. Well, the Earthquake's down, and Sylvanas is completely stuck in it. The real Samuro was completely stuck in it. Ragnaros was caught up in it. It's just we didn't really push in to do much of anything. That triple tap, though. I'm so salty. I'm so fucking salty. Oh my god. I can feel the salt oozing out of my pores. This team... I feel as though we could have won several times over by now. If we're playing cautiously, if we're playing defensively, then let's farm up for another objective. Rather than fighting over nothing. Rag does make games last longer. That is a true statement, but this Ragnaros has not delayed this game. That is not accurate. Okay, we need what? 36 more. Or we need 36 total. We need about double what we have right now. We should be able to do that pretty easy. And hopefully we can farm up relatively quick and win this game that hasn't had fucking buildings up for like 5 minutes. Oh god. Hopefully they don't go looking for a team fight is what I'm saying. Oh god damn it. I'm trying to give direction. I am. I'm trying real hard. All right, let's just run right in here in the back, drop the Earthquake. They won't be able to leave. So the Zagara can't actually channel because the Earthquake is dealing damage to her. We're gonna die to Gul'dan poison. And Samuro's farming the goddamn boss! One of these things is not like the other. This motherfucker. I'm just so angry. And I don't know how to direct it. Okay. So what's going to happen now is the enemy team is going to invade. They have a chance of stealing the boss away. But we're actually going to get it. We're going to lose this trade because he's dead. Now the boss is just sitting there chilling. Pretty good chance Nova dies here as well. He did use fear to get away, though, it looks like. She could put a clone over the wall and stop him from leaving. Great. Good play. Now, didn't pick up the spider butts, not accumulating to the total. I'm sure I've done that enough this video, too. The enemy team only has to turn in one fucking butt, and they haven't done that yet. The core is taking inconsequential fucking... Not inconsequential, but passive fucking damage from the catapults, and we still have not collectively as a team decided to move in on this. We're getting mercenary camps again. And now, team, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Like, Nova's standing still. We have Nazebo pushing up. Samuro just respawned. The enemy team finally turned in their butts. Like, we're not doing anything. We haven't been doing anything for like 10 minutes. What's happening? I just wanted to show off Earthquake because it's really good. And it gives you self-healing now, and it works great with what the meta is changing into. And I just really wanted this to be an insightful video. You know, I just wanted people to be able to be like, huh, I never thought about Earthquake like that. But the only thing anyone's gonna be able to take away from this video is how my fucking team walked around for 7 fucking minutes without doing anything. And how much of a goddamn crybaby Pally Time is because he just keeps bitching about it. Well, we lost this trade. Samuro is still fucking down in the bottom lane. Samuro. Oh, you're fucking killing me, man. You're goddamn killing me. Did I root Nazebo or Sylvanas there? No. Sure didn't. Now I need to leave because Ragnaros is becoming a building. It was a good ice bolt though, or ice block. I'm gonna farm up butts on my own. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna farm up the butts on our own, and we're gonna have that push in. So I'm at 7. That means we're at 53. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna wait for this minion wave to move in to me so I can get more butts. So I guess we're moving back. Can you please stay with the group, Samuro? We need you in these team fights. Is that the best way of putting that? I think so. Because what I really want to say is, you fuck, what are you doing with my life? You're wasting it! But I didn't say that. What I said was, I need him. I'm trying real hard. Okay. We have 10. That means we have 56 that we could turn in by ourselves. I'm gonna ping that and I'm gonna turn it in. We need 3 more, right? Or something? I can't fucking count. No, we did it. Cool. Let's all group mid. He's here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, we just need to stay away from the group and wait for the fear to happen? God damn. Sergeant Hammer understands the struggle. Oh my god, did he go top? No, it's a clone. Okay, that's fine. We're chilling. We're doing it. We're gonna push middle, and we're gonna win this game with the objective by our side. It's gonna be beautiful. That is the real one. Isn't it? No, it had a lot of health though. We could do it, team. 1 pixel at a time as we get closer to this enemy team's base. The triple tap will kill the enemy team's Samuro. We still have those guys alive. Great. Holy shit, there's so many Nidus worms. What, has she just been collecting them here? I don't... Alright. Do we want to go for an aggressive earthquake? I don't think so, because I want to make sure this fucking game ends. Alright, we're going to earthquake here. We're going to blink out, reposition. Oh no, he took over the building. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit the fucking core. Stop. Woo! We did it! And one of the most frustrating games I've played lately, because it could have been over 12 minutes ago. But that is okay. At least we didn't lose, right? Because I wouldn't have learned anything from that loss, because I know exactly what the fucking problem was! Alright, everybody, so that's Earthquake Thrall. Nothing fucking changed other than your level 10 heroic ability, and he is great, and you should play him. And he fits great in the current state of the game, and the meta that... You gotta be... You gotta be fucking... Really? Oh, okay.